This green thing is the new BMW Z4 Manual, a car they made because you complained so much that BMW manuals suck, they went and did this, the Handschalter, the hand shift package. This is an unexpectedly lovely car, but it's now raining quite a lot, so we're gonna get in, put the top up, and go for a drive. Okay. So why is this one of the best BMWs ever made? Why is this such a special car? It's just a Z4. Well, it kind of all starts and ends with this manual gearbox. It is fantastic. And to talk to you, audience, and because it's raining, I'm gonna put the top back up. Even though I've been driving this thing about 700 miles, I've not put the top up once. The lovely aerodynamics, everything, but I'll get to that in just a second. Let's go for a little drive. Put it in sport. Okay, so basic facts. Yes, this is the Supra-sibling. This is the Z4, and I drive this and I'm thinking, wow, this feels so much like a Supra. When in actuality, the Supra feels a lot like a Z4. B58 up front, single turbo, 3-liter inline 6, 382 horsepower, about the same torque, a little less. You have the same 6-speed manual gearbox, a ZF GS6 that is in the Supra manual with a different linkage on it for the Handschalter package, which is a very funny name for a package. The Z4 inherits a lot of the good of the Supra. This has a great chassis. It's a surprisingly good sports car. And that's the first point that is very not BMW about this. It is lightweight, at least relatively speaking. This thing weighs 3,500 pounds, which sounds heavy in the world of sports cars, but in the world of modern cars is refreshingly little. This being only 100 or so pounds heavier than a Supra is kind of insane, and you don't lose a lot for it. If I have the top down right now, the rigidity is so good. It feels like almost like a Boxster in the way it's rigid. There's no cowl shake. The top down aero is so good. The air just goes right over with the tiniest little bit of tickle on my head. This feels as pointy and as fun as a Supra. Supra wants to turn, it wants to rotate, it wants to drift. This does that same thing. This thing is spicy. It has the same B58 inline 6 3-liter turbo that just sings. What a lovely engine. What a lovely, lovely thing. So smooth, so powerful, so much torque at the low to mid range. At 2,000 RPM, this thing wakes up, and then it does a funny trick. It revs to 7,000 with confidence. This is such a talented engine and has so much character. With the top down, of course, sorry viewer, there's exhaust, there's popping, there's good sounds. You hear turbo spool from the front. You hear all kinds of things. There's a bit of theater going on. It's a bit quiet for once you're up at highway speeds, but around town in the canyons, God, you get such a nice little experience. Talking about its competitors for a moment. So as far as 70-ish to $100,000-ish convertibles, you have the Porsche Boxster and this. You have the Miata, which is the convertible to end all convertibles, and you have expensive things like a 911 cab that are much more money than this. There's no front-engined, powerful rear-drive convertibles anymore. This fills a really narrow niche. Or is it niche? Whatever. There's an attitude to this thing that no other convertible has. It's so aggressively rear-driven. It's unafraid of this. It's moving and dancing around. It has this stability that BMW tuned into it relative to the Supra, but also has this wonderful suppleness. The suspension is so much softer. It works so much better than the Supras. I can actually really see this as a lovely everyday convertible. It has a big trunk, it has some storage space back here. And unlike a Boxster, this has some attitude. This has some panache. It's got something to it. And unlike a Miata, it has usability. You could genuinely take this every day to the shops, fit all your things in the trunk, fit all your stuff here, take one person with you on a long trip or to the airport with 2 carry-on bags. It's really delightfully usable, and it's quiet with the top up and the top down. But I haven't gotten to the loveliest part of the whole thing, and that's actually the manual gearbox. The Handschalter, as they want to call it. Okay, let me front load this. The actual gearbox itself feels like an E92 M3 with a short shifter, which is actually quite nice, but there's still some rubber in the assembly. It still has BMW-ness. This is a creative choice, people. How BMW gearboxes feel is a deliberate choice. They want it to be this light, sort of rubbery, sort of easy feeling thing. It's the same gearbox as the Supra, ZF GS6, just using very different linkages. Why BMW didn't just use the Toyota linkage, I don't know. But I'm sure there's something there. There's a BMW directive that the manuals must feel terrible, I guess. And whatever engineer won the battle in making this manual feel very good versus terrible is a winner in my book. There are some little things, you know, like it's still BMW around town. The clutch engagement's quite long. First to second is quite clunky. You need to be quite slow with the clutch to get good shifts out of it. If you rush it, the whole drivetrain kind of bucks and bobs. It's part of the experience. But the good is that when you're up here in the canyons, it adds this depth of engagement to the machine that is not there with the 8-speed auto. I love the interruptions in torque, the massive wave of torque, pushing the clutch in, seeing the nose dip down into the soft suspension, and re-engaging the next gear. It also reminds me how responsive the B58 is. There's no turbo lag between gears. It's instant response, absolutely insane. There's something special here, even if there's a lot of BMW. Yeah, the steering still sucks. Yeah, the front end response, still pretty numb. But I could somehow look past it because it's all good enough. Everything around it is good enough to be enjoyed. The steering is good enough to enjoy. The handling is good, it's plenty good actually. The gearbox is BMW and good enough. This car reminds me that BMW is still capable of making sports cars. As far back as the Z3, which was okay. I'm not a big Z3 guy, but I do like a Z3 clown show. I like a Z3M coupe. The Z4M, the original one, the E86, and the Z4M Roadster, and even the original Z4 3-liter were quite lovely things. This is not a Z4M, it's a Z4M 40i, but it's got M performance, legit. It's fast enough to be an M car. It's not stiff enough to be an M car, but it wins because of that. It's really supple and nice over cracks and stuff. There's a lot of body motion, and you're sitting right on the rear axle, so you get this wonderful sensation of the nose moving in front of you and doing all sorts of yawing and all these things. Also, it's raining quite hard now, and I'm glad I put the top up. It's 37 degrees out. It is cold, people. I've had a nice few sunny days with this, and the one shoot day we have, it decides to pour it down with rain. It is absolutely pissing it down with rain. Unbelievable. Here's the kicker. This is a fantastic and special BMW because of two things. Otherwise, it'd be pretty average. It's the drop top and the wonderful aero. You can drive this thing at, 100, say 120, and your hair is only getting lightly ruffled. That top aero is amazing. It's so usable. I want to have the top down all the time. And the manual gearbox. This all comes together because of the fact that I can look up, see the moon and the stars and the sky, and I can shift my own gears and be involved in the experience. There's three things that make it special. The power and the rear-wheel driveness of it. It is such a rowdy little thing. It wants to drift, it wants to slide, which no other vert in the market wants to do right now, except for what, a Mustang convertible? Who wants that? I can use 100% of it 100% of the time. The people who made this cared. They did it properly. I can't help but admire it. What a fantastic car. And I'm like gushing. I don't gush over modern BMWs. They usually disappoint me. They're usually heavy and annoying and the shifters suck. But this is like a lovely classic thing that's lightweight and good. I've just become a Z4 manual evangelist. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't want an automatic of this at all. And I'm sad because nobody's really buying these hand shift cars. But God, man, give me 5 years and some depreciation. You might catch me in one of these. This is such a cool car. The BMW Z4 Manual, unexpectedly delightful vehicle. It is a Supra with a drop top, or is the Supra actually this with a hard top? Okay, I'm not sure which. Otherwise, lovely car, unexpectedly fantastic, does everything so well, does everything so not BMW. I kind of love that it exists. It's going to be hard to get later. There's nobody ordering these things with the manual. It's a really rare take rate option as far as I understand it. So if you want one, it might be actually your only chance to buy one new. Finding one used in 10 years might be impossible. So this is special. This is unlike any other convertible on the market. And you probably should buy one now if you want it.